So the latest episode of Game of Thrones, The Spoils of War, had one of the coolest battle scenes ever put to screen in it. It was so amazing, you might have missed 5 other little things that happened in the episode. Number 1, chaos is a ladder. Now this was Bran saying that line to Littlefinger, who you might have forgotten, but he actually said a whole speech about chaos being a ladder to Lord Varys back in season 3. Now, the meaning of the speech was about how war and suffering in Westeros is a good thing or something or another, but what's so important about it is Bran saying it means that Littlefinger now knows, Bran knows everything about him and all the awful things he's done. Okay, number 2, Jon Snow in caves. Jon Snow had an intimate scene with Daenerys Targaryen in a cave on Dragonstone. What they did there was he showed her some crappy old art that some kids had drawn or something, got her on his side for fighting wars in the future. But you might remember Jon Snow going into a cave with Ygritte earlier. That was his wild-leading lover. Something else happened in that cave, and the moral of the story is Jon Snow in caves is very good.
I want you to see me.
Number 3, Davos quoting Stannis. You might have noticed when Davos corrected Jon Snow's grammar, saying fewer instead of less. That actually came from Stannis. He said it back in season 2 to Davos, and then again in season 5 at the Wall. So grammar Nazis out there really love this recurring joke of Stannis correcting people's grammar, and now Davos is doing the same.
4 fewer fingernails to clean.
Let them die. We got our own to worry about. Less enemies for us.
Number 4, Jaime in the water. Did you notice how he was riding along the shore, fell into the water, and then sank for what felt like 20 meters or something of a crazy depth? What sort of a lake is this? Number 5, Jaime in the water again. Did you notice when he was sinking down into the lake with his 4 limbs out, how similar it looked to Bran falling from the tower in Winterfell in episode 1 of season 1 after Jaime himself pushed him out? Now that event caused much of the wars and craziness that's followed in Game of Thrones to happen, and it was arguably the worst thing Jaime's ever done. So I just thought that was a really beautiful little callback to something that kicked it all off. Anyway, what an amazing episode. That was one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen, and I can't wait till they try and top it next week.